Okay, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the Next Generation Biophysics Symposium 2020. And normally we'd be welcoming you to the LNB here, to the Max Perutz Lecture Theatre. But unfortunately then COVID has got in the way here. And this is an image then generated in the LNB by John Briggs's group. But unfortunately, what's physically kept us apart has allowed us to then come together virtually all the way across the world. And we're really pleased that so many of you could join us today. So I'd say a very good evening to everybody in Australia. Thanks for staying up. And on the Eastern Seaboard or Western Seaboard of America then, thanks for getting up so early to join us. So this is our overall program today. We'll have 3 sessions and a keynote speaker, and there'll be plenty of room for breaks and during the different sessions. And so we're very delighted that Sir Mene Pangalos, the head of Biopharmaceuticals R&D at AstraZeneca, has been able to take some time out to officially open the meeting.
So very long. So I've just come from an EMA meeting on the vaccine. So I'm glad I made it on time because I wasn't sure I was going to make it or not. But thank you very much. And again, I'll be very, very brief and just welcome you all. And it's a real shame that we're not face to face. I would have loved to have been there with you. Biophysics, such an important area for us, and obviously collaborations with academic groups is also critically important. As you know, as an industry, we're very good at failing, and even though I think at AstraZeneca we have an above average success rate taking molecules from first in man to launch, we continue to need to get better. And as new technologies such as PROTACs and oligonucleotide based therapies and fragments and bispecifics take hold, biophysics becomes more and more important for helping us understand how our medicines interact with their targets and how we improve the quality of our molecules. So it's something that's incredibly important to us, and I'm incredibly proud of the group that we have that Maria and others run. We solve probably around 800 crystal structures a year. Several of those structures are for unprecedented targets, which are not in the public domain. And I know the group is very prolific in terms of its publications, but also prolific in terms of the collaborations and relationships that it has around the world. And I think those relationships are incredibly important, whether they're relationships with the LNB or universities around the world, or whether it's actually partnerships such as the Cryo-M consortium we have in Cambridge with both pharma, biotech, and the university. These are all incredibly important in helping us move the agenda of biophysics and moving the capabilities and technologies which ultimately enable our drug discovery and our ability to turn science into medicine. And you were talking about COVID and spike proteins. You showed an image. I mean, those structures which we've been working with Dave Stewart at Oxford and Jim Crow at Vanderbilt have helped us design antibodies, helped us understand the structure of the spike protein, how to optimize molecules that block the virus's activity, and are critically important, in a very topical way in the fight against SARS-CoV-2. So hugely important. So look, I hope you have a wonderful session. I'll be dropping in and out of the meeting as I can. It's an incredibly important area for us. I think it's an incredibly important area for biotech and pharma as a whole. This is, for me, one of the nuts and bolts of doing good drug discovery, and the partnerships we have with many of you around the world are incredibly important to our future success and will continue to be so. I hope you have a fantastic, energizing meeting, and I look forward to the vaccines and the antibodies working so that we can all be face to face, hopefully next year. But thank you very much for everything that you're doing in this space. Thanks for organizing the meeting, and I'm very much hoping that it'll be face to face next year. So have a great couple of days, and I look forward to ducking in and out and speaking with some of you during the course of the meeting. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Mene. Thanks very much.